Uh, See, I'm spoiled for choice now because I could have gone with two intros, and so I went with neither of them because I suck.
I assumed you were already recording,
I
actually.
am now, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So you you could have done both.
Um, One of them would have required pseudo screaming, and I just don't have the energy for that right now. And the other
Okay,
one
fair.
requires singing, which my voice is not warmed up for anything even approaching that. So,
Fair.
yeah. Yeah. Never mind.
So
Anime
how about
Reflux.
that?
The anime we're doing is World Destruction. Fill in your jokes, intros that you know I would have done. Yeah.
Baby, baby, baby. Um,
Bam
this
Margera
anime.
is a thing that used to exist. I don't know what he's doing now. I heard he's fat. World
Sounds
Destruction
happy.
was Tony Hawk Underground 2, where it was just jackass. It was dumb.
Good to
Anyway,
know.
so yeah, references to 2000s stuff, I guess. Devil May Cry 4 is a character named Kyrie. That's a thing in the show too. More 2000s stuff. So the show was odd.
Mm-hmm.
Yum.
It was kind of odd. Yeah.
When was the
I
show made? Do we know?
This was made back in 2008.
Oh, that's way more recent than I thought it was. Holy crap. This must just be a really poor rip that I watched. Yeah.
So World Destruction, um, or Sands of Destruction, is an anime spin-off
Metal Gear Rising.
Of the Nintendo DS RPG game of the same name by Sega. Um, which yeah, I'm looking at the gameplay right now. Turn-based RPG with an overworld that has slight 3D elements. Um, Meh.
Yeah. And it has boss fights that are robot cyborg people that have gimmicks, and they're named after different types of sand weather, like sandstorm and slightly less bad sandstorm. I need to stop making references this episode. It's getting a little tired. It started a little tired, let's be perfectly honest. So, uh, yeah, this show starts with something that I couldn't read because it was all on very, like, the color matching was terrible for the subtitles of what I was trying to read. So I didn't bother. Um,
On a planet buried under a sea of sand, the beastmen make their home as they rule over the human with whom they coexist.
I feel like rule over and coexist are two very different terms that don't mesh particularly well. But
They
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah, they absolutely are.
yeah, so first thing we get is a speech from a teddy bear that is there's two types of not humans. There's two types of heroes in the world. There's the type that saves the world, and then there's type that no one knows the name, that is nameless, which is not that people don't know the name of is what it means. Who just saves one person. Cool. Fair enough.
So we learn immediately that there is a world destruction committee and they're wanted.
Dead or alive.
Wanted.
I'm sorry. I can't help. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because I'm so sleepy. But oh god, I
But
can't stop references.
So our main character is this cat boy working in this Beastman sort of cafe as a part-timer.
Yep.
Who is going around, he's serving food, and this one girl wearing a hood with a giant wrapped weapon, totally not suspicious at all. Uh she's there, he serves food to her, and this other like old dog man starts to talk to her and is just like, hey, it's kind of what you doing, you wanna hang out with me, sort of thing. It's dangerous times, these times that are dangerous. And she's like, I just want to eat my food in peace, please leave me alone. It's like, oh, okay. And then a bunch of military dudes burst in and they all want to know that because they're searching for the World Destruction Committee, and
They are the World Salvation Committee. These
yes, the World Salvation Committee, and I'm not a big fan of the term committee. I feel like that's a bit too passive for what they are, but fine.
No, they're going to have a meeting on Thursday, discuss the potential ramifications of saving the world.
Jimmy's bringing donuts. But hooded girl throws off her hood, and she's the girl in the wanted poster. And she takes our cat boy captive, and it's like, if you do anything, I'll kill this young beast man. And he starts to struggle, and then his fake cat ears fall off, and he's a human. And then they just start shooting.
Coexisting. Yeah. We then get a scene with I think it's the bar scene where there's a little kid that runs into the bar where the teddy's fucking talking with the bartender, and she's like, "Hey, no, wait, was it? It was a little boy. Yeah, it was a little boy, not the girl." And he's like, "Hey, is this a hero? Could you save?"
For a detective.
Whatever. Could you save my sister or something? Yeah.
You need to help me find my sister. Or save my sister.
Yeah. And we also get a scene with the Cat Palace, where the Cat
King
is
sacrifice
talking to
for
his...
the border god.
Yeah, the Cat King is talking to his cat subjects about cat things, like throwing up on the carpet.
He has a golden staff that is basically has the head of a fish on one end and the tail, and then kind of bone-looking protrusions on it. I kind of find that funny. Cat bone staff or fish bone staff.
This whole crew is just weird tonal distance for me a little bit. It is very Saturday morning cartoon kind of vibes compared to the rest
It's like,
of it.
are we suddenly in Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Like original Dragon Ball? I got that feeling from it.
Fucking peel off gang. Yeah, so they need to make a sacrifice to the fucking border guard, which, okay, it's
God of the Boundary or whatever.
an ominous name, and these guys make me think it's just gonna actually just be kind of lame and shit. We'll get to that. So we go back to the two humans who are too human.
That game sucks. I played it.
Robot Acia, that was the thing. You played it? Why would you? Never mind.
I was young.
I
rented it.
admit I kind of was interested also because it was Silicon Knights and they made some good games. Not that one. Not that one. So the humans run across other humans that are like, "Hey, what's up? You want some
So,
food?"
so the humans have a moment to regroup, and she asks our main character, girl and guy basically. Girl asks main character, "Why the hell are you working in a Beastman bar?" And he's like, "Well, they pay better." She's like, "But if they found out, you'd be dead, or you don't know what they do to you." And he's just like, "Well, yeah, I guess, but it's kind of too late now. They already found out." He's just super chill about it.
Hmm.
Then little girl stumbles upon them and finds them. Oh, by the way, he does ask, "What's the deal with the World Destruction Committee name?" And she's just like, "I don't know. They just kind of gave us that name,
We're like,
that
"That's
World
pretty
Salvation
cool. We'll
Committee."
take it." Yeah, okay. That's
I mean,
literally that
sure,
reason.
it fits.
Yeah. So they get invited to hang out at one of the humans' places and given food and stuff. Meanwhile, the other
Mhm.
humans are having a conversation like, we don't want to sacrifice our little girl, so we'll sacrifice some other woman.
We'll sacrifice this traveler girl who has nobody that will miss her if she's gone.
Yeah.
Um, that way we can save this small child from death.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Yeah.
I do like the little conversation when they're like eating food and he's just like, well, I lost my job. I'm being hunted down. Uh, my identity was found out. I guess maybe I'll just stay at this village then.
Hmm.
That's probably what I'll do next.
All the while he's eating her food, and she's like,
She's kind of the worst thing to happen to him. So
yeah.
fair.
Um, and she pulls out a ball and is like, "This is a thing that can destroy the world. I don't know how it works."
And he gets close to it and it starts glowing. And she's just like, wait, what's going on? It's like, I don't know.
Hmm.
But before they can inquire further,
She has a long diatribe talking about how she's going to destroy the world and yada yada
oh,
yada, and
yeah.
is falling asleep.
Yeah. He's super chill. He's just like, yeah, whatever.
Well,
He-
we'll get to it. So the Cat King and his cat shaman and his cat royal guard show up to the humans' village, and they're like, "Hey, sacrifice. We're just gonna go. We've got people going to go get her, and the people are going to go get her. Go to the house and see a bundle of person in the bed, and they go to grab her, and it's just a bundle that she has arranged because, hey, that guy falling asleep was super suspicious. I think something's going on." Which,
Mhm.
fair enough. But the dude's still there, so they just take the dude instead and put boobs on him.
They put coconuts in the chest area
Yeah.
and cover his face. See, it's a lady.
Not really specified why it needed to be a woman, but I guess just, you know, sacrifice aesthetic. You know,
Yeah. Sacrifice aesthetic is pretty accurate.
yeah. So they take him back to the sacrifice pool where the cat shaman is leading a cat sacrifice chant. The cat thing is really throwing me off still about all this, especially when fucking Cthulhu shows up. So, yeah, the border guard
They
is a sea monster, Cthulhu like creature.
So, our female main character arrives to see that, oh, hey, no, he's going to be eaten down there. And then she just throws the cat shaman into the hole with
Yep.
the border god.
Yep. Just like
So I'm like,
it gets
yeah,
eaten.
no,
One bite.
perfect set. One bite gone. I'm just like, you imagine they would have at least some security, but no, they're doing this out in the middle of nowhere. And he even calls out, whatever happened to our perfect security?
Yeah, again, these guys are really lighthearted, and then one of them straight up gets eaten, and it's really weird. But okay. Uh, so she goes down to save the dude, and also the World Salvation Committee shows up and just starts blasting.
Yes.
And then the teddy bear shows up and fucking
Teddy Bear was showing up to try to save the sister of the little boy.
yep.
He didn't know that the girl had been swapped for our male main character, and so he's like, "Wait, who are you?" And thus we have our adventuring party.
I was more stuck on the part where the teddy bear stabbed Cthulhu in the face, but okay.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
it's an RPG game. This happens.
I want to see the teddy bear stab Cthulhu in the face. That's pretty legit. I was like, whoa, okay. All right.
He's a pretty legit bear.
Yeah. Fierce. Yeah, so what's her name pulls out her batleth. It's a fucking Star Trek weapon.
Her destruct code.
Oh yeah, this was a whole. Yeah, we're skipping ahead a little bit, but yes, she pulls that out and is like, "Hey, you better stop, or I'm gonna use this." And they're like, "Oh, we should." Wait, do you know how to use that?
Yeah, totally.
She
Yeah, no, she's bluffing. Let's go.
So she is forced to drop the thing, and it rolls over to the dude, and the dude picks it up, and everyone freaks out because it glows, and there's a dragon in it or something.
There's like eyes and stuff. It's kind of weird. It looks very eldritch, and
It's
the
basically
big
Shenron.
Cthulhu, the big Cthulhu monster behind him starts freaking out, and everything starts collapsing.
Yeah.
So they use that as a opening to get away.
And they escape, and there is a sunset on a cliff for some reason. I didn't know they would near a cliff, but whatever.
No, I think they were.
I don't know, but they're basically talking, him and her, and it's like, how did you do that? I don't know. And she's like, hey, so you're basically part of the World Destruction Tour now? I mean, committee? I mean, yeah, whatever.
Oh no! When they're talking about that, they're not on a cliff. They're on a boat sailing
I'm
across the sea.
I'm synopsisizing for the sake of brevity.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're probably just gonna have to come with me. So I'm gonna steal this boat, and they steal the boat, and then the teddy bear's
Right.
there, and he's like, "Hey, you stealing my boat?" And she's like, "Yeah, but you're basically on our team now, whether you like it or not, because they're just gonna assume you're with us." So,
Too bad.
World Destruction Tour, skateboarding references.
So to sum this up, girl shows up and ruins the lives of two people.
Yeah, pretty much.
They both had jobs and places in the world, homes. Not anymore.
It's
You're
kind of
stuck with me
appropriate that
now.
she has a bat'leth because she is basically a Klingon. That's straight up, like, yeah. Someone's gonna get these references.
I don't get Star Trek references. I'm sorry.
You haven't seen the famous scene with Kirk fighting Spock with the giant things that's just like one blade on one end, and you hold it really weird and stupid, and it looks completely non-functional as a weapon. You know, that thing that girl is holding through the entire episode.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I get what you mean.
Bear with. Oh, okay. So it's actually the other way. I got it backwards. It's that. So
Yeah.
this is kind of a reverse bat'leth, I guess. Because hers has the blade on the outside instead of the inside.
Hmm.
I'm just like. So is she
So
just the World Destruction Committee? Does she actually have allies? I don't know. She
You
doesn't
know, we
have
kept saying the
anybody.
girl and the guy, and that just kind of ruined our opportunity to make fucking Devil May Cry jokes because his name's Kyrie.
Good.
Good. Aw.
All right, I'm gonna roll a new one. But before I do,
I could
general
like
thoughts on
power. I
this.
need more power and stuff. No,
You're just fueled with references today, aren't
I'm
you?
bagging this bitch. Yeah.
Tired Devil May Cry references. Overall, I think the anime was fine. It's kind of in a weird middle ground where it's like, yeah, I liked it, but there wasn't anything about it that really stood out to me as particularly special. I did like the main character being super chill about everything, but mm,
My
It sounds like
prosthetic
it was
hand
good
has
at.
a sex toy attachment.
It sounds like it was good at lampshading, at least.
Uh, it felt like it was in a lot of places totally. I don't really know what they're going for at the end of this episode, which it's not ideal. You usually want to know what sort of show you're watching by the end of the first episode. And I
I
kind of don't.
imagine I imagine that like the game that it's based off of gets away with being a lot more cartoony. But putting into animation, you kind of have some weird sort of compromises here and there because it is a sprite-based game
Mm.
on the DS. Sands of Destruction. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
This prosthetic hand attachment makes pasta.
And this one is for my wife.
No, she's a nun. She has no idea what that thing's for.
This one's for me.
What the pinned messages? This is the anime list. There we go.
I rolled a 3.
See. Where's my zoom? I would like to zoom a little bit so I can actually read this easier. There we go. Right. 78. Insane.
78. 23. C.
We've done it. Roll again. Zero.
What was it?
Roll again.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I I missed that. 51.
That's the name. Okay.
What do we got?
is. Hello, buddy. I'm gonna need to double check that fucking artwork for this anime. Yeah, oh, those are hands. Okay, yeah, okay. It's called Cluster Edge, is the show. The artwork made me think for a second that those were just gigantic boobs based on their positioning that were very, very pointy, but they're arms. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cluster Edge.
Cluster Edge. Oh,
Edge.
Christ. That's the name? Oh, boy. Okay. Agate Fluorite is the new transfer student at the elite school Cluster EA.
Sports.
It's in the classroom. In which the sons of many prestigious families from different countries gather to study together. Soon after, Agate's unexpected antics and enthusiasm in life impress many of his schoolmates, including Beryl Jasper. Oh, for fuck's sake. An honor student who is bored with his current way of life. However, unknown to Agate, he was born with a secret power that can create miracles. Oh god, it's one of these. You're in school, but you have a special superpower that makes you the coolest person in school.
Too cool for school.
I mean, that's usually the case. They're too school. I mean, the adventure quickly takes them away from school.
I feel bad for all of the Japanese writers that apparently just really hated school.
So, with his ability to create miracles, not only is the military, but the religious sect is after him.
Okay.
This show came out 2005, and the license for it has actually expired. Nobody re-upped the license for it.
Wow.
For the anime, at least. Yeah.
The license to do what?
So, I think publication or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's 24 minutes per episode, 25 episodes. All right.
Someone found it enjoyable in the comments, at least, I guess. Cool. I mean, we can't get out of doing this one because we don't have vetoes anymore, so...
I'm seeing reviews. One person saying, wow, this plot covers a lot of hard-hitting topics in today's society: war, discrimination, human cloning.
Technically, you could say that about like 95% of anime. Just because they mention them doesn't mean they tackle them very well.
And then right below it, I see, this show was dreadfully boring. I almost shed tears at how interesting it was. It was slow and all the fillers were all terrible, and piled with recaps of a ton of not so exciting stuff we already saw 10 times.
It's the recap bit that bothers me.
I mean, we're watching the first episode, so we won't have to deal with that probably. But yeah,
you would hope.
Yeah. Okay. Cluster Edge.
Edge.
Oh god, Catherine flashbacks.
Second time I did that, and now I finally got you.
Agate Fluorite. Fucking Christ. Over under on the most popular kid in the school being named some variety of diamond. Ruby Diamond. She's gonna have red hair.
His name is Diamondo.
That's basically a fucking Dio reference, isn't it? Mondo
All
literally
right.
means world, so it's Dia the world. Sorry, Dia Zawarado.
It would be Mundo for world, I believe.
No, Mondo is also like I had a chart of like all the different ways to say the world in different languages, and Mondo is one of them.
Okay.
Why did
No,
you
Mundo.
have
I know
that?
Mundo is Spanish.
It was like a map, and it had that for some reason. I don't quite know why. It just like list of countries and stuff, and it had a bunch of different ways to say the world.
Oh, gotcha.
And I thought it was kind of cool that all of them kind of sounded the same. I was like 9 at the time. Bye, everybody. I don't fucking know how to end this episode.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
bye.
Kyrie! I got one.